Hey everybody, this is Beth with elliTek. I'm the marketing manager and I'm here with Zeke French, one of elliTek's applications engineers. Hey Zeke, how are you?
Doing great.
Good, good. And today is a special day.
Yes, it is.
It's your 2 year anniversary with elliTek, so we are very happy you're here.
I'm very glad to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's been a wonderful 2 years.
Awesome, awesome. So we're going to learn a little bit about Zeke today. What are some of your favorite hobbies, Zeke?
Well, I'm really passionate about my church. In my free time, I work for my church. I set up chairs on Saturdays, and I lead a small group on Tuesday evenings for young adults. And um, aside from that, I really enjoy being in the outdoors. So I enjoy mountain biking and hiking, and I love to tinker as well.
Yes, yes. And then you love 3D printing too. I
Yeah,
love the
yes, I
things you've
do.
printed. They're awesome.
Hmm.
All right. So, what is one of the favorite projects or most interesting projects that you got to do over your past 2 years?
I think the most interesting project I've been involved with was a sprayer conveyor project we did for a tire manufacturing plant. And I think what was interesting for me was, with my background in maintenance and seeing a lot of the different products that we sell, finally, for the first time, witnessing how all of those systems and components get integrated together as one unit. And then, from seeing just conceptual drawings and schematics to actually wiring it and physically laying my hands on the components, all the way to the point where we're installing it in a factory.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you got to see it from the beginning, conception to the end.
Yeah.
And did you get to go and you installed it and got to do the runoff and all that with it?
I was not involved with runoff, but I
Okay.
was there for initial installation.
Awesome. What was one of the things you learned over the past 2 years that a good takeaway that you've learned?
Right. I mean, I don't feel like there have been any one specific thing that I learned that has really helped me grow, but rather an accumulation of a lot of things. If you're talking specifically components or engineering wise, there's a lot of little bitty details that fill the gaps. For example, I took on the industrial controls role at elliTek and learning about all the little tiny components and how they fit together and work. But there's not been one huge thing. But that being said, I feel like the most important things I've learned have been about myself. I've been very fortunate to work here at elliTek and have a boss that pushes me outside of my comfort zone and has helped me to grow. And so I've learned, both my shortcomings as well as the places I excel in at elliTek. So those would be, you know, learning how to do project management roles and quality assurance with different projects, but also, with my shortcomings, where I need to do better. For example, maybe asking the wrong people questions, or jumping the gun and taking shortcuts in areas that I shouldn't have. And so mostly I feel like I've learned just things that I'm capable of, but also what areas I really need to grow in.
Yes, yes. Brandon's really big into the Wilson training, and
Hmm.
whenever we interview anybody, we do a Venn diagram, and we if we veer out of the ideal team player, then we kind of keep each other in check on that, don't we?
Yes, we do. For example, we have the bulldozer or the pawn or the accidental mess maker. And, I think we would all agree that when we fall into those other areas, we can be our own largest enemy,
Yeah,
because we see
absolutely.
that in ourselves and we think, oh man, I just made this mess and I don't want to be here. This isn't a good feeling.
Yeah,
And so,
yeah.
yeah,
So, what would you tell someone who is looking for an applications engineering role?
pray. For sure. I'm reminded of a verse. It's 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. It says, uh, rejoice always, pray continually, and give thanks in all things, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. And I think that in any job, what you should be doing is praying and seeking God's will. And when you do that, if you find that thing that really brings you to life, that thing that when your feet hit the floor in the morning, that's what makes you want to get up out of bed, run, sprint to that thing that you're doing. When you find that thing and you're doing it and it's not sinful, it's within God's will. God will put people in your life that will pull you into that role that God has for you. And that's certainly been the case in my life with every job I've had, and Brandon has been one of those people.
Awesome, awesome. So, last question.
Sure.
What are you looking forward to this year in 2025?
I'm really excited about the growth. There's a lot of opportunities out there. There's a lot of projects that I'm seeing come down the pipeline. And there's a lot of just new things to learn. One example would be the T slots. That there's so much business out there that we can get. There's so many opportunities to grow. And I'd love to be a part of building a team that can provide solutions for our customers that need framing or T slots quickly.
Yeah,
So,
awesome. Yeah, I love T-Slots are awesome.
yeah,
They're a great company to work with, and they're good people.
they're great people, good manufacturer people over there, and I think just a quick analogy, T-Slots is like Legos for adults. You
Okay.
can build anything out of it. So
Nice.
I love seeing something go from just a conceptual idea to a physical working component that's making people happy.
Awesome. And so, as the applications engineer, you have the T slots. You're in charge of building that business. But and you said you're in the controls. Is there any other focus that you're going to be focusing on?
A third focus is just going to be quality assurance. So
Okay.
making sure that the worst thing that could happen is a customer gets something and it's dysfunctional. It's not working as intended. That's always kind of a bad spot in any company's eye.
Yep.
And so I'd much rather us go to a customer and say, we need more time to make sure this is right, rather than rush something out the door and then waste more time in the future trying to fix it.
Yep. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good words to live by. Yep.
Yep.
Was it measure twice, cut once?
That's the saying.
All right. Well, thank you, Zeke. Everybody at elliTek is so happy you're here, and 2 years celebrating. Yay!
Yes, and I'm very glad to be here.
Awesome.
We have a great team.
Yes, we do.
People.
We do. All right. Thanks for joining us today. And I'll have Zeke's LinkedIn profile so you can connect with Zeke on LinkedIn. See y'all.
God bless you guys.